Hello guys, in this video we are going to talk about the character X Drake, one of the supernovas and a minor antagonist turned ally in the One Piece anime. Also, if you like these types of content, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more contents like this one. And feel free to comment on your thoughts about the video. So, with that in mind, let's begin the video. Red Flag X Drake, read as Die as Drake, is the captain of the Marine Secret Special Unit SWORD. In order to go undercover as a pirate, he publicly defected from his position as Rear Admiral and founded the Drake Pirates. He is one of 12 pirates referred to as the Worst Generation, and prior to the 2-year time skip had a bounty of 222 million belly. Drake is the son of the Marine-turned-pirate Diaz Barrels and was affiliated with the Barrels Pirates until he defected to the Marines. As a young adult, he was called Dory. In Drake's endeavor as an undercover spy, he and his crew became subordinate to the Beast's pirates, led by Kaido of the Four Emperors, over the 2-year time skip. Drake served as one of the crew's Shinichi, specifically one of strongest 6 called Tabarapo. His treachery was eventually uncovered, however, leading him to attempt to ally himself with the ninja pirate Mink Samurai Alliance. Drake is a tall, lean, and muscular man who wears what appears to be a combination of a white-plumed cocked hat with his crew's Jolly Roger on the side and a mask over his eyes. Underneath this headgear, Drake's hair is reddish-brown, with brush-like sideburns. On his broad chin he has an X, not confirmed to be either a scar or tattoo, and on his chest and upper body he also has another large X. The X, as well as that in his name, represents the Roman numeral X for 10, not the English letter. When seen from above, his bicorn greatly resembles the head of a pterodactyl. He wears armor on his relatively thin legs and arms consisting of knee-high boots and gloves that go up past his elbows, respectively. The openings to both the gloves and the boots are also secured by the armor, which is rounded for the gloves, and a sharp maple leaf pattern for the boots at the front of his knees. On the rest of his body, he wears leather pants and a leather shirt. A belt with a large ornately designed circular belt buckle secures Drake's pants as well as his sword and axe to his waist. He also wears a black cape, which, from the inside, is crimson-colored, with a white fur lining around the neck. After the Summit War, he is seen wearing a scarf that is tied around his neck when he appeared on a winter island that was apparently under the protection of Kaido. As a young adult, Drake wore a tattered, bloodied shirt with pants and boots on the snowy Minion Island, while with the Barrels Pirates, though later on during a supposed escape, he managed to acquire a somewhat tattered, thick winter coat with a hood as well as a pair of dark gloves. Due to the mental and physical abuse he suffered from his father, he was undersized for his age and easily mistaken as a child by the Donquixote pirates. After the time skip, Drake no longer has his bicorn, exposing his now light orange hair spiked into a foxic. He also has a black headband with an eye hole that is slanted, so it only goes over his left eye. In his childhood, Drake was a marine enthusiast and deeply admired his father, Diaz Barrels, who served the organization as an officer. When Barrels turned to piracy, Drake still thought of his father as a good man and kept following him. As a young man 13 years ago, Drake appeared to be the reluctant, submissive type, obeying his father despite the abusive treatment he was given. Barrels once stated that despite his strength, Drake was a coward and rarely contributed to his crew's operations. Indeed, by that point, Drake ran away when the opportunity presented itself, no more displaying any loyalty to his family. In the present, Drake seemingly has not regretted this decision, holding no grudge towards the perpetrators of his father's death. In spite of the horrible treatment his father gave him, Drake still remains loyal to the Marines, putting his life at risk in order to infiltrate the crew of one of the Four Emperors. Even when presented with the threat of torture, Drake stated that he would rather die than reveal his true allegiance, only deciding to keep fighting because he still had a mission to accomplish. Drake is flexible with his beliefs of justice as he is not picky about potential allies in criminals and outlaws, going as far as request to join forces with Monkey D. Luffy, an enemy of the world government, just because of the Straw Hat's friendship with Kobe, Drake's subordinate. Currently, Drake displays a stern, dead serious disposition at all times. Patient and observant, he appears to be a pirate who avoids needless violence, aware that such a thing would attract unwanted attention. In fact, he may even intervene in fights where he is not involved at all, doing so in the middle of confrontation between Killer and Urauge in an attempt to pacify both of his fellow super rookies. However, when a situation calls for violence, Drake reveals a surprisingly ruthless and bloodthirsty streak. Trafalgar Law once implied that Drake had killed a significant amount of people in his career, reinforcing the notion that the former Rear Admiral is actually not opposed to conflict at all. Later, Drake fearlessly attacked a pacifista head-on, employing a brutal biting attack in his zone form. Drake is bold enough to even challenge a subordinate of the four emperors, knowing full well that such an action would put him in the crosshairs of the emperor himself. As one of the Tabarapo, Drake is very much mission-oriented, always prioritizing the job assigned to him, although he might think his presence in certain tasks may be overkill, like assassinating the owner of a small noodle shop. This professionalism and dutifulness also extend to his job as a marine spy, reporting everything of note that he ends up witnessing in his cover. Despite holding a high position in the Beast's pirates, Drake self-admittedly has no interest in raising further in the ranks, unlike some of his fellow Tabarapo. In spite of his generally serious attitude, Drake is known to sometimes lose his composure in certain situations. In particular, naked women easily fluster him to the point of fainting at the sight of one, making him wary of entering places like bathhouses. Nevertheless, he will keep denying this weakness even if it's obviously the case. So that's all for our video. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you again next time.